Hey guys, it's Ian Myers here again, and I'm going to go ahead and answer another question here this morning while I'm still here on the computer. I just noticed I got another email with a question that actually is something that I went through personally. So I definitely want to answer this question. So this guy asks asked this morning, or maybe this was last night. He says, "Question, please. I'm in the early stages of detox, and the weight loss is a worry, as I am slim and lean. So was I. So I can definitely relate. During detox, is there anything you can suggest to help maintain weight? I'm currently eating 4 bananas per day. Is this okay?" So, hey, thanks for your question. And I'm going to tell you, when I was going through my detox, I started at 245 pounds, and I didn't just flip everything right away and just go right into a hardcore detox. But for somebody who didn't eat vegetables for 30 years of their life, starting to juice and do green smoothies was the thing that turned it around for me and got my body into detoxing and starting to cleanse. And then I started craving the stuff, and now that's all I do. So, so I know what it feels like to go from 245 down to my lowest weight was 170, and now I weigh about 185 to 190, kind of fluctuates in there, and I feel better than I ever did before. But this isn't really about me, but I just wanted to share that because I definitely can relate, because it's psychologically in our mind. We start losing this weight and we get skinny and we're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And I freaked out too. It was a big deal because I was worried that I was going to get all, skinny and frail, and I wouldn't be able to rebuild. But what my mentor taught me, Dr. Robert Morris, who is just a great man and full of knowledge. But what he said, he's like, when you detoxify your body, you're going to look at it, think of it as a sponge. You've got all these toxins that hide out in the fat cells. We've got a lot of mucus in the body from being congested, eating foods that clog us up. So what's going to happen when you start eating alkaline foods that are nutritive and healing and very cleansing to the body is that we start letting go of all this toxic buildup inside. We start cleaning up internally and allowing our body to get rid of these toxins. And it's going to break down the fat cells, or emulsify the fat cells, break them down so we can actually get that stuff out of the body. So what's my point? Where am I going with this? I'm going to say this. You've got to break down the body in order to rebuild back strong and healthy. So, like what I was mentioning earlier, is I went from 245 to 170, where I was really skinny, gaunt up here. People thought I was crazy, that I was sick, they were worried, and I just said, you know what? I understand this thing, and I put my faith and my trust in my mentor and his information, and I just basically held on and kept detoxing, cleansing, working on my digestive tract so I can improve my digestion, which then improved my absorption of what I was eating, which also helped with the utilization of all the nutrients to the cell, and then also it improved my elimination. And if we're doing all 4 of those things, our body's going to be healthy. We're not going to have to eat as much because we'll be digesting and absorbing better. Therefore, we utilize and eliminate better. So work on the digestive area. Spend a little time there when you're doing your harder detoxing. But just using fruits and vegetables alone are certainly going to be healing. But you'll eventually plateau out where you'll probably want to dive in a little deeper and use more fruits, berries, and melons, along with botanical herbs, to get in a little deeper and start to actually regenerate some of those areas. So, so you're eating 4 bananas a day, which is fine, but don't be afraid to lose the weight, because you will lose if you want to detoxify and go and get in there to a deep level and really build back nice and strong. Don't be afraid to lose the weight, because it will come off, because you're breaking down all the fat cells. But just know this, that once you do that, and then you start to go back in the rebuilding process and you start introducing more soaked nuts and seeds and fats, and getting more of your nutrients back in there during the rebuilding phase, you're going to start to notice that muscle is just going to start piling on, and eventually you're going to start to build up nice and strong, and that muscle is going to be there with you. It's not going to be pussy, mucusy type of muscle. I mean, this stuff just stays. It's solid, and that's what I've been able to achieve and get myself to. So I would just encourage you to just keep holding on as long as you can. And if you lose another 5 or 10 pounds, so be it. But just know this, that you can always rebuild back up, and the quality muscle and tissue that you'll be building on from that point is going to be healthy. And nothing feels as good as being healthy looks, or I can't remember the saying. I think I just totally messed that up, but whatever. You know what I mean. So anyway, I just wanted to. I hope that answers your question. As far as bananas go, bananas aren't really the best for doing a real true deep detox or cleanse, because there's not really any type of astringent properties in there like there are in watermelon, lemons, citrus fruit, and berries. Those, and grapes also, those are definitely at the top of the mountain, and they literally will pull and move the lymphatics fluid and system. So those are your top foods. Bananas, if you want to have them in there, they're certainly not going to be harmful. And if having a couple of bananas a day, keeps you feeling good and keeps you on the regiment, just moving one foot in front of the other, then throw in a couple of bananas. It's better than a potato. It's better than pizza or French fries. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You just kind of hang on and hang on for the ride and just experience as you go. Ask questions like you're doing, and I have my own personal experiences on things that I went through and have been able to heal. So have others, and I'm starting to see more and more people doing question and answer videos. So I love it. We need more of this stuff going on to get education out to people, and get people inspired and interested in taking back their health and getting healthy. There's nothing better in the world than being able to wake up in the morning and just have more energy than you know what to do with. So I could go on for probably another couple of hours talking about this stuff. So I just want to thank you for your question, and look forward to answering anybody else's questions. Just find me on Facebook and write your questions there, or shoot me an email, IMWellness@gmail.com, and look forward to speaking to you again soon. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to these videos. We're going to keep posting them, and I think this is going to be great because we'll have a library of information so people can go to get their questions answered, and I love sharing. So thank you guys for watching. We'll talk to you here again real soon. Have an awesome day. Stay healthy.